So you're telling me that they built that in what I can only assume to be an hour. Something that big would take days, not hours.
Yeah, well, one of these days you're gonna screw around and get your own butt kicked, and I hope I'm there to see it.
Be careful what you wish for. Why is it 6-6 never has the same voice whenever he's on screen? In this episode, he has this garbled up alien voice. In the next time we see him, he has a more clearer, crisper voice. And then in Omniverse, he has like a synthesizer voice, kind of like Soundwave. So, inconsistency or age? I don't know. I don't understand alien puberty. Considering Tadenite is considered currency, would this be the equivalent of finding a penny on the ground? And this is why Atea got 6-6, 7-7, and 8-8 in Omniverse. They work together. They're family. You don't get 3 different people competing for one single product.
Whoa, big talk from a gearhead.
Has anyone ever tried to figure out what 6-6, 7-7, or even 8-8 is ever saying? Ever? If you have, write down in the comments below, but for now, I'll write it down as a sin. Jeez, overkill much?
Aha! I think I found the problem. Leaky fuel line.
How the heck did he shoot into the fuel line if the hood was closed? Unless that thing shot through or phased through, I don't buy it. 3 sins.
Ugh, talk about old school. Look at all this junk.
Ben has the same thought process as when I play Fallout 4 or Skyrim. If it's empty or abandoned, take everything and sell it off. 6-6 is the first one to find the Omnitrix's location, but somehow Crab ends up finding it first.
Look like you've seen a ghost, freak. Demon Clawboy. What's he talking about?
Wait, how is that? Zscair actually has a skull, and a face, and a head. So how is that eye traveling down his skin? 4 sins.
You have no idea who you're messing with.
Wait, is that Zscair talking, or Ben?
What's happened? Your protoplasm is now solidified.
You solidified what? Ghost Freak somehow can turn himself into a gas? Then explain how he goes through walls. If you trap gas in a container, it stays in there until you let it out. It doesn't phase through the container.
You better keep your claws to yourself.
Again, is that Ben talking or is this Scare? And keep in mind, this is the 5th episode of the series, and Ghost Freak isn't shown any real sentience until Season 2.
Here's Johnny!
Yeah, that makes sense. Turn into the heaviest alien you got over a frickin' bottomless pit. This will be worth no sin, but I'm gonna attempt to translate what 6-6 says here.
Back off! That reward's mine. Well, you don't have to get personal.
It's disturbing how little you know of this alien's strengths or weaknesses. You barely scratched the surface of its potential. Yeah, so what makes you such an expert?
Gee, what a coincidence that Ben chooses Diamond Head to go up against another Petro Sapien. What a goddamn coincidence. 5 more sins. How the hell did Crab sneak up behind Tetrax and Ben, grab the board, and then go around the corner to hide behind a building? Need I remind you, whenever he walks, he makes a clanking noise, and it's pretty loud.
See, we've decided to work together and split the reward. And you in half.
And remind me, why didn't you think of doing that in the first place? Tetrax tells Ben to hide, but then throws Crab towards him in a matter of seconds.
There should be a nerve cluster in here somewhere.
So wait, Ben's pulling out the equivalent of alien nerves? Ouch.
Pretty smart.
In this shot, Tetrax's eyes are shown yellow, even though earlier in this episode they were green.